I'm ready for Pharrell. My body is ready for Pharrell.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. This YG album is not okay. Cause I'm happy to review this YG album today. Cause I'm done. That bit went on way too long. I'm sorry for everyone. It's time to get into YG's. For real. He's for real. He's not lying on this album. YG, Compton rapper, mostly known for Still Brazy, which is a fantastic record that walks the line between stupid and conscious rap, like so perfectly. It's like
it works out so well. I was just listening to this probably like 2 weeks ago, just revisiting it. I can't believe that this like snuck under my radar so badly in 2016, and then I had to like catch back up. There's some really amazing moments on here. Twist My Fingers, FDT, Why You Always Hatin' with an incredible Drake feature, just giving into a lot of really great Drake features from that year. Still Brazy, what was it? Bool Bomb and Bullet. I think it's super funny.
Who Shot Me?
There are a lot of just like really great moments on here where YG is like either really hard or like just really dumb.
Yeah, like he walks that line in between. Like I feel like he just kind of goes into gunfire at points. It's sometimes he like manages to like miraculously avoid all the bullets, and you get a moment like
one.
Yeah, you get moments like fuck Donald Trump, which is just like an effortlessly perfect political critique of Donald Trump, and the only one that's kind of been like good. Like in the sense of music, that hasn't been like a cringy track. This has like been the best moment because it's been effortless and something that like I feel like the counteract that you need to fight Donald Trump is to put in less effort.
Pretty much.
Moments like Why You Still Hating and Still Brazy are just fantastic tracks, but you get like kind of political critiques on like conscious moments on Who Shot Me and moments like of which
he's conscious of the bullet.
No, but I feel he's talking. It's more of those. He's one of those artists that makes conscious statements, but they're not intentional. Like he isn't going into themes. This album's different because he's going into themes at moments, and it's generic when he tries, or if he gets into moments where he isn't even thinking about it, he makes the statement of "fuck poor people." Get into that, but he put out an album last year, Stay Dangerous, in 2018. Was on our worst albums list last year. Came off as a parody of himself at points. He just sounded like he was just. I don't even know how to describe his performance at times. It sounds like he was just like jacking around in the studio, trying to sound stupid. Best example,
the stupidity didn't come naturally.
Yeah, like it's very forced stupid. Like Handgun with A$AP Rocky. There's some decent moments, but it was a lot of trap filler. I think the best moment probably on there was Big Bank with 2 Chainz, Big Sean and Nicki Minaj. But even then, that's not really super good.
Yes, Big Sean.
Big Sean. This new album, For Real, comes after the death of YG's friend and collaborator Nipsey Hussle, who was killed earlier this year, and this album's dedicated to him. And this is weird. Like first half of this album is so stupid.
I just want to kind of go through it. Hard Bottoms, White Socks. I thought like the beginning intro was really cool. It set itself up for a skit really well. Not like a radio performance, but almost like old timey announcer kind of performance, where like YG was gonna come out and perform his set, whatever. It was fine.
Yeah,
fine performance. Bottle Service, I think, was super annoying.
Okay, Bottle Service, like there's this woman who comes in. It's kind of like a hook thing. It's not really, but she kind of has.
It's just he's uncredited. It's just this random woman.
And she's kind of like, I only like baller motherfuckers, people who are rich. And so I'm like, okay, so is the statement about this track is like how, I guess, wealth is a commodity and a thing, and how you kind of need it to be successful if you don't have it. So it's like this overarching thing is you can't be successful because you have to attain wealth. And how do you attain wealth? You can't. Like it's just this weird arc. But YG is just like, I hate poor people. Like he doesn't say that, but he says
I hate them every day.
He says he hates poor, bad word I can't say, a bunch. to where the point I'm just like, do you just hate poor people? Like, do you just go down your
he's like, I can't stand like broke bitches, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just like
over and over.
I'm just like, would you go to your homeless shelter and just laugh at people? Like, I don't understand.
It doesn't paint YG in a good
And then later
light.
on this album, he's like, yeah, I'm Mr. Conscious over here. I'm Mr. Kendrick Light. I'm Mr. Crit. Like, what the fuck? Like, you just... And this album's dedicated to Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle is a great person in this community. People love Nipsey Hussle, even though I'm not a huge fan of his music, and like on the Grammys thing, I'm just like, I found his last album to be very generic, and I was like, why the fuck is Nipsey Hussle here?
But
I think he's a great person. That's what mattered the most. And you dedicate this album by just going on bottle service and saying, yeah, fuck poor people. Just like,
that's annoying. In the Dark, I thought was like also really stupid. It's just probably one of the dumbest moments on here.
It feels like it goes on for 5 hours.
Very
Do you know what actually goes on for 5 hours? Go Loco with Tyga and John Z. Okay, analysis of this track. Spanish beat. Has like 6 Spanish guitar on it. Sounds like...
The production on here with the Spanish guitar, I think, had so much potential. It sounded really cool. And then the hook comes in.
Tyga is okay. It's okay. It's not bad. It's kind of mindless.
Oh,
it works.
After this 5-minute track, I was like so done with it.
So like we're going piece by piece. YG verse, is okay. Hook, Tyga verse. Tyga raps for like 20 minutes. I don't even know what he says. It's not one of his worst verses by any means because he's not like talking to some like furry or something like that. Some tiger fur. You remember his album art? Yes. But like, it's not completely cringy, but it goes on for too long. Hook. I'm like, okay. And the other guy comes on. What's his name?
John Z.
John Z comes on, and
it's Jay-Z's cousin.
His verse lasts for 20 fucking years. Like this was his time to shine. He was going to be on a mainstream album. At a mainstream single, might as well make a verse 4 fucking hours long. Jesus' verse feels like it lasts forever. Like he's just like, it's fuck a 16 bar. Let's do it at 9 million bar.
Isn't like it all in Spanish too?
It's like 50-50.
Some of it's I can't remember. Some of it's in Spanish, and I could translate it like as he was going, and he was literally just saying girls' names. That was the extent of the verse.
And then like we get this like mix up at the end of production with like horns and saxophone. It's really nice, but the track's gone on for like 5 fucking minutes at this point.
Yeah, the mariachi play out was pretty cool, and the Spanish guitar underneath it was really cool, but the verses just did not do well. Also, the single artwork for this made it just seem like a huge joke, like they were like just cultural appropriation out the wazoo.
Yeah.
So it was really something. And when I first heard it as a single, I was like, okay, this is okay.
Yeah.
And then when I heard it in the context of the album, I was like, can this be done yet?
And he dedicated this album to Nipsey Hussle.
This one's for you, Nipsey. This next one's also for Nipsey. The first single off this record, Stop Snitchin'.
This is the most he gets to still rating.
This is so fun.
It's fun. It's dumb. Of course, he's talking about how he hates snitches. It doesn't have anything to do with anything, but it's energetic. It's consistent. It's playful. It's fun. It's all you need out of a YG track. He isn't anything bigger than himself. He's raw. He's charismatic. That's it. That's all I need. And it's a great single.
Yes.
It's completely catchy and infectious. And that's it. Then we go into I Was on the Block with Valley and Boogie. And I put in the show notes, Trevor, please look up the Kanye line during the review.
Here's what he says. Yeah, I had a meeting with Kanye. Yeah, we had a good combo. These was the words from Kanye. Fuck being humble, act a asshole.
Big Sean, watch out. YG is coming for your spot. Worst rapper 2019.
Man, after a week.
That Wu-Tang line was bad. It at least rhymed.
No, this rhymed.
Nah.
Kanye rhymes with Kanye.
That's bad.
I still have to say, I think the Wu-Tang line is a lot worse than this because it just goes on for too long. This was horrible.
It doesn't make any sense. Just be an asshole. Like, I don't even think he talked to Kanye.
I don't think so either.
I don't even think Kanye knows who he is. That'd be funny.
Kanye tweeted, he's like, "Who is YG?" Let's move on a little bit.
But like Valley and Boogie comes through us fucking nasally, and I didn't get that from his.
Yeah, I don't understand why he was so.
It's
nasal.
like, like he heard West Side Gun. He was like, "Oh, this is what I'm supposed to sound like," and he was like, "Boop boop 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 boop." Eminem, do you like me now? Is this what I'm supposed to sound like? Keisha Had a Baby is the generic like love story of someone who has a teenage pregnancy.
I think it's really annoying because YG's over here thinking that like he made the greatest like story of all time. He's like, I'm gonna write a narrative, and it's literally Keisha cheats on Ray J and gets with this guy named Chris and has a baby, and then Chris cheats on her with somebody else, and he's like, what are you gonna do? Leave? You've got a baby. And there's this feature Rose Gold who's in the background, and
this is the most generic.
It just sounds like so ad-libbed, where he's like, Keisha had a baby, and she goes, "Ooh, Keisha." Keisha had a baby. "Ooh, Keisha, you're 9 months along." Keisha had a baby. "Ooh, Keisha, you're crowning." Absolutely horrible, like unnecessary feature. She doesn't even give a hook. Everything she says is just made up on the spot. Yeah, like, this is a glorified ad lib. It's. I
keep on dropping my notes.
I see that.
No,
keep going.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about this album and like listening to it. I don't think it was this bad. Like I thought it was like we're doing scores early. I thought it was like a 5. Thinking about it now in this context,
I think it's like a.
It may be worse than Stay Dangerous.
In a way, I think it is. Anyway, Play Too Much, I think was fun. It's super funny. He's like, most of the time I'm playing bitches, but a bitch played me.
No, this is stupid. It's like going to the concept. He's like surprised of this fact that he got like robbed by someone he was in a relationship with. But motherfucker, this is karma. You're Mr. Conscious Rap. I'm writing a narrative.
It's so funny. It's because he's just so nonchalant about it. He's like, usually I play these bitches, but guess what? I got done played.
Fuck poor people.
I don't remember the safe.
Just like
the safe feature. I don't remember at all. But I do remember like the context of the track is hilarious.
It's just like it's so stupid. Like he's not aware. Like, and he's supposed to be Mr. like. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. My friend.
Yeah, this whole album, not just like 2 tracks, this entire album was dedicated to Nipsey.
Remember that.
Do Not Disturb with Kamaya. He's worked with Kamaya before on Why You Always Hatin'.
She has like a 20-minute verse in here. And she comes off as like flavorless YG.
Yeah.
It's
and then
like
we get white YG.
Okay,
G-Eazy.
can we talk about this? G-Eazy just amalgamates all West Coast hip hop into one verse, and it sounds like Blueface. I can't give her the fact enough, but it's better than YG.
I just think that this whole verse is like just horrible. Where it's like YG walks up and like fucking high-waisted pants. He's like, "All right, guys, I'm ready for my verse." Just raps like the shittiest verse. "All these bitches on my dick, haha." Like, no, it's horrible.
What is this album? Going to Do Your Dance.
This is not Twist My Fingers.
At the end of Twist My Fingers, Do Your Dance, YG, Do Your Dance. And this is the second part.
And this is what he does.
Features Kamaya. I don't even know why I'm going to the feature. Ty Dolla $ign is on this fucking thing.
Everybody else okay. Don't know.
It's okay.
I think it goes on for way too long.
It does. This
is reaching For Loco. For Go Loco times here. I don't particularly like it.
Yeah, and then her story with Day Solon, whatever her name is.
Day Solon.
She reads her verse like this.
It's like she's reading
YG, for real. 14 songs, 47 minutes. Compton Raptor. Still brazy. Like, I feel like what she has to say probably has some meaning, but she reads it like she's reading a script.
I don't particularly like this track because it reminds me too much of Keisha Had a Baby. It's literally just another narrative about some other girl that, like, was disowned by her family, blah, blah, blah. Day Salon is not YG, so that's a little bit of a plus. but also I feel like the part where she gets to the story where it like starts to ramp up, like we're getting to like in like your English class, this is the rising action.
Yeah.
And then the song just ends. And like it never finishes out. And also, it wasn't poignant in any way, shape, or form. It's been done already on the same album. Like, why did we even bother?
Also, the production of this has a really cool like sample. And then you're not like, what makes this cool sample? What if we have our drums, like really shitty trap drums with like a very EDM-esque kick? We put that so fucking loud over the sample that the sample is completely meaningless and it ruins all
other
vibe.
People can use it without getting sued.
Jesus Christ.
The last track on here, My Last Words, Nipsey tribute, is literally, I think, kind of goes back to the skit at the beginning where like old timey radio, whatever. YG is basically on stage delivering.
I think it may have been actually during Nipsey Hussle's funeral.
It might have been, yeah,
or something. Or
it sounds like a field recording. It's very rough around the edges. And I got to be honest, this is probably one of my favorite tracks on the record.
It's the best track.
It's actually Stop Snitchin'.
Stop Snitchin's the best.
This is
YG Across this has actual character. He's tributing his dead friend. It works.
He's not even rapping. He's just talking about how he misses Nipsey and how good of friends they were and how great of a guy he was.
It's straight from the heart.
It's delivered so well.
Straight from the heart, poignant, nothing else. Like
yes.
And it's then after this,
the album wraps up with a Stop Snitchin' remix with DaBaby.
And DaBaby's vocals are so nasty. Like not even like him like his actual presentation, it's the recording of it. And the mixing, like the mastering of this track is shittier than the original. But the original was like mastered fine. This version is shittier. Like I don't and it's YG's part too. I don't understand. What the fuck is this track?
Why didn't he end with My Last Words? Why is his last words just a Stop Snitchin' remix? That should have been like that should have been a loose single if it was ever released at all.
They should have mastered it first, and then
should not have been on here.
They should have brought me the cut of it. I would have took my computer. I would have mastered it to the point where it would have been better than this, like better than what this is. Again, I don't know how to master shit. It would have been better than this. Because I would literally just cut out the original version of Stop Snitching, and then when I got to the baby part, I would just distort it so where it's just even worse.
Yeah, I just some really questionable decisions from YG here. I don't get like why he did the things that he did. I don't know why the entirety of the album was dedicated to Nipsey, and he only talks about Nipsey one time.
Because like I understand that factor because like this album was set to release before Nipsey's death. Like like it wasn't planned. It just kind of happened.
He pushed it back because of Nipsey's death.
And then but the problem is he dedicates this like on the album art. It's dedicated. You have the signal, like the single, like the song. The reason like the Nipsey Hussle like tribute track isn't bad, like to be on here. It's just the fact that you're attaching a legacy to your friend, and like so much of the material is just like fucking stupid.
It's
just like
it feels like a huge like afterthought. It makes me wonder what this album would have even been without the Nipsey tribute.
Oh, it would have just been Stay Dangerous. This is like. I don't understand because like I'm thinking back to Stay Dangerous and that made me so mad this year. And then we're talking about this album. I was listening to this today, didn't think I would be this mad about it. And then we go track by track. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah. I think this is really bad.
Yeah.
If we had to do scores right now, I think I'd probably give it like a 2.
Yeah. Yeah, that's bad. He didn't. I didn't think it was gonna be this bad, and like just thinking about it.
And the 2 is for the 2 tracks I liked. 1 point is for Nip, and 1 point is for Stop Snitching.
Dude, you should give it 3. The 1 point for the fuck poor people. Jesus Christ. Someone's in the comment section is like, you're not understanding the important critique about how you should not be poor. Nipsey Hussle was great. Yeah, Nipsey Hussle was great, but also it's like his legacy shouldn't be fuck poor people. That's it. That's the podcast. That's episode 86 of the Anthony and Todd Show.